Hi there, it's Marcus Caballero. Welcome to my channel. Today we've got a race at the A1 Red Bull Ring in the GT3 cars. I'm in the Acura NSX. Now it's a 12 lap race with full damage, accelerated tyre wear and fuel usage. That's the right word. Now there was an awful lot of U-rated drivers in this lobby, so I decided to act strategically and didn't set a qualifying lap and decided to start towards the back of the grid. So I'm in 10th place, simply to avoid the carnage that generally ensues at the first corner, especially with U-rated drivers. I mean, we've all been there when we started off, but sometimes people are U-rated because they're not very good. So yeah, so I opted to start further down the grid, over 12 laps as well, with a mandatory pit stop. I'm thinking it could play to my advantage. So yeah. There's always one, isn't there, in the lobby who has to string it out for as long as possible. Okay. So I whack it onto high traction control here, essentially just for launch control of the grid. I also stick in the clutch and put it down, put it into first, so when the light's going to go green I just pop the clutch and roll away. So up into the first corner. I'm playing it conservatively, and as you can see, yep, someone's round already. We took a little knock there, but there didn't seem to be any damage, so we got away with it. And we've already made 2 places. We're up to 8th. So down into this second hairpin. It's uphill, so you brake a little later maybe than you would normally with gravity assisting you braking, but you're also carrying a lot of speed, especially if you're following someone with the draft effect. So we make up another place through the corner there, and in the drag down into the next hairpin. I'm not quite sure how he managed to hold that round the outside there, but fair play to him. That was very well done. So we're holding 7th at the minute. And we seem to have got through the first few corners unscathed, which is always a bonus. Coming down the start-finish straight, we've got a nice run on the Ferrari in front of us. We're clearly all in his mirrors. We brake at a second time and he gets it just a little bit wrong, which allows us to slip up the inside there. It's just more so a mistake by him to get past, really. But we'll take 6th place and we're going to start hunting down his pack in front of us. And as you can see, I'm not quite sure what went on there, but someone spun and we're up into 5th. We've already made 5 spots and we're only a lap and a bit into the race. Someone outbrakes themselves and gets completely wrong into there, and we're up into 4th. Now this kind of racing where people are falling off the track, it happens, I suppose, and you know, I'm just as guilty as falling off the track as other people. We just take advantage there of the Audi. Maybe he felt like I was running him out there. I wasn't. I saw the opportunity, went up the inside and completely missed the apex. Fair play to him that he didn't try any retaliatory moves and just take me out there. But yeah, as I was saying, these kind of races where you've got a lot of new drivers in the lobby, especially over sort of 12 laps as well, with full damage on. Just staying out of trouble a lot of the time will see you through. I mean, we're already up into 3rd place and we've made probably 2 actual overtaking, maybe 3 actual overtaking moves. But yeah, so far I'm happy. 3rd place, we can live with this. So now we're chasing down 2nd place. We get quite a nice run through that corner there. Already 6/10 up on our previous lap. The Honda does seem to struggle. The Acura, even NSX, really does seem to struggle as far as acceleration and top end goes compared to the other cars. But I do like the way it handles. Now I did do a previous race around here with this same. Not quite sure why 1st place was parked up there, but again we'll take 2nd. And then didn't get too wrong, all over the place. This really was just
coming up on a back marker. We don't need any drama here, so keep it focused.
So we're coming up on back marker here, and I was starting to worry because you never know what these people are going to be like. Fortunately, he ends up taking himself out, so we'll take that, and we're through into 1st, and yeah, 2.6-second lead. It's all looking good. As I was saying before, I did a previous race on this same lobby, which was the 12 laps with the full damage on. Because it had accelerated tyre wear, I chose to go for the hard compound tyre, particularly as the temperature was a bit high as well. And the car just had no grip at all. No grip at all. I mean, I was putting in 1:35 second laps in the previous race, and as you can see, I'm 2 seconds a lap quicker just with a change of tyre compound. To mitigate the temperature that was going to be put into the softs as opposed to the hard, I opened the brake vents up from 60% to 80%, just to help cool the tyres, which seemed to work. We didn't really have a problem as far as overheating tyres during this race. So yeah, so at this point it's all going well. I'm planning to come in for my pit stop on lap 6, midway through. We picked up no damage. I've set it to put in 1 litre of fuel in the car, which yeah, just allows you to make the mandatory pit stop. So coming up to the 1st corner, I like to brake midway between the 150 and 100 metre board down to 2nd and try and clip the apex, but obviously you want to avoid that yellow sausage curb and not run out too wide either. I don't know whether it will give you a time penalty, but I find that it makes the car unstable and you're more likely to lose it and just end up in the barrier. So down the 2nd straight down to this corner. Now this is probably the trickiest corner on the circuit. You're coming downhill into the right-hander and it's off camber round to the right. It's so easy to get it wrong and just slide off understeering all the way. So I tended to brake again just between the 150 and the 100 metre board just to be sure. Through this left-hander you really want to kind of late apex it, and again through this one late apex if at all possible. Now you want to stay off that curb on the right because it will just ruin your day. And then down into the 2nd to last corner, down to 3rd, maybe take some curb there, not too much again, and then aim for the apex of the corner. I've yet to get a track limit warning for that, but I know if you take too much of a liberty over that apex you will incur a time penalty. So at this moment we're sitting pretty. I'm going to come in for my pit stop at the end of this lap. We are currently The second place is in the pits, so we're sitting comfortably.
Sector 2 times so far today, mate. Great job.
Now, we're about to come into the pits now, and it's on manual pit stops, which is always a bit of a problem, because it's always worth, if you're doing a race with a mandatory pit stop and a manual pit, it's always worth doing on practice or qualifying a couple of practice runs into the pits, just to make sure you know where the speed limit kicks in. I've lost count of the number of times I've got a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So into the pits, just a quick blast of fuel, a little bit of repair, and we're away. Putting repairs on actually makes the pit stop quicker. Whenever I do a pit stop in a normal race, I'll just put in 1 litre of fuel, but it always seems to long it out, so you're getting 6.7, 6.9 second long pit stops, which seems bizarre really, but we get away there. We're out in under 3 seconds and we're in the lead. We're sitting pretty. So from here on out, I'm just thinking, you know, maintain the consistency. We've been putting in consistent 132s. It doesn't look like anyone's going to catch us. Second place is 5 seconds behind us. And he's got a 10-second penalty. So even if he does catch us, at this point, I'm thinking I'm not going to fight him for it. He's going to have to get 10 seconds down the road in front of us. So yeah, I just carry on as we are, essentially putting in hot laps. Not quite sure what he's doing there. At least he's not parked on the apex, I suppose. So at this point, I'm feeling pretty happy and confident. We're managing to maintain, if not just slightly increasing the gap to second place. So we've got the race pretty much in hand. We haven't picked up any damage. The tyres, wear's looking good, and the temperature's looking good. Now, what happens next? I'm not entirely sure. If any of you know in the comments and can confirm it for me, did I just get kicked? Because I don't think my internet failed. Yeah, that's a tad frustrating. Anyway, it's been Marcus Caballero. If you enjoyed what was of the video, give it a like and a share. See you next time.